at the squad recruitment decisions the likes of Jurgen Klopp and Julian Ward will have to make this summer. With that in mind, we're going to look through the Liverpool first team squad, including those players out on loan this season, and evaluate their Reds' futures during this summer window. First up, of course, is Alisson Becker, arguably the world's best goalkeeper who throughout the season demonstrated his quality time and again. This one is a no-brainer. Caoimhin Kelleher is next on the list, having firmly established himself as the Reds' number 2 goalkeeper, including playing his part in the Carabao Cup final win over Chelsea. Liverpool looks set between the sticks in the present and future. Spanish stopper Adrian's had an eventful 3 seasons at Anfield, coming in to immediately play the role of hero in the UEFA Super Cup win back in 2019. As times progressed, game times become limited, and this summer could perhaps see a parting of the ways. 4 years on from Kiev, Loris Karius' Liverpool career's never recovered, and with the German goalie out of contract this summer, he's finally set to depart. Into the defence, and Trent Alexander-Arnold first up. A stellar season once more for the Scouser in the team. Having agreed a new long-term contract last summer, there's no chance Trent is moving on. Nico Williams, on the other hand, could well be on the move this summer. Having ended the season on loan at Fulham, helping the Cottagers back to the Premier League, the Welshman is keen on getting regular playing time, which most likely will come away from Anfield. An injury-free season for Joel Matip saw the former Schalke man get back to his very best, playing a key role in the Reds' consistency in defence and assault on all 4 fronts. With 2 years left on his contract and still only 30, there's plenty more to come from Matip. Another player heading into the final 2 years of his Reds contract is Joe Gomez. Just 21 appearances across all competitions and only 4 Premier League starts has led to speculation over his Liverpool future. But should Jurgen Klopp be able to give him the assurances he's after, surely he'll remain a Red. Having been the Reds' main summer signing last year, Ibou Konate has been a revelation in his debut season at Anfield. Another no-brainer, he stays. Alongside Konate in Paris in the Champions League final was the Reds' number 4 Virgil van Dijk, another to have agreed new terms through the course of the season. Of course, Virg stays. Nat Phillips is next on the list. Like Nico Williams, the Bolton Barreses spent the second half of the campaign winning promotion from the Championship, this time with Bournemouth. Despite a new contract last summer, if a suitable offer arrives, expect Julian Ward to cash in. Helping the Reds into the Champions League alongside Phillips back in 2021 was young Rhys Williams. Having not enjoyed the most productive of spells on loan at Swansea, the academy graduate featured on the bench against Southampton at the end of the Premier League season and in the Champions League against Villarreal at Anfield, but this summer may offer a chance to fly the nest. Another within the squad to have put pen to paper on a new deal through the course of last season, Andy Robertson's future secured with him tied down to the Reds through to 2026. A member of the squad who typifies the strength in depth and character of the collective, the Greek Scouser netted the winning penalty in the FA Cup final, and despite admiring glances from elsewhere, Kostas Tsimikas has proven himself an important member on and off the pitch. Having never featured for the first team and returning from a championship loan with Sheffield United after helping them reach the playoffs, Ben Davies will likely be on the move again this summer. Famously signed shortly after the win in Madrid back in 2019, progress for Sepp van den Berg has perhaps not been quite as quick as initially expected. Returning off the back of a strong loan spell with Preston North End, Jurgen Klopp may take a look before making a decision. Either way, into the midfield we go next, and Fabinho is up first. Signed up until 2026, he's here for the long haul. An impressive second season for Thiago at Liverpool, no question over his future. The only question's what could have been in Paris with a fully fit number 6. Captain and icon of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, Jordan Henderson stays, and hopefully with a few more Hendo shuffles to come. He may be 36, but James Milner has yet again shown his worth to the Reds through the course of the season. Reliable, steady, and knowing of what's required. One more year? Liverpool's third most expensive signing upon arriving from RB Leipzig, Naby Keita heads into the final 12 months of his contract this summer. Reports of interest from across Europe have emerged. If the Reds recoup what they paid for him, who would begrudge a sale? A disappointing campaign for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, having not featured since March. Like Keita, only has a year left on his deal. Homegrown status counts for something, but a departure wouldn't come as a surprise. Grown into the side with each opportunity given, young and still in need of learning, but Curtis Jones has the makings of a key cog in the Liverpool machine. A first full season with the first team, but disrupted by injury, the early signs were scintillating. A full pre-season, and who knows what heights Harvey Elliott can scale next season. Returning from an 8th loan spell of his Reds career and now 24, Sheyi Ojo still has 1 year left on his Liverpool deal, but will likely be seen out elsewhere on loan unless a permanent departure is agreed. The Reds' youngest ever goalscorer, Ben Woodburn's set to move on this summer. Returning from a loan spell with Hearts, the midfielder is out of contract and in need of finding a permanent home. The contract saga that has no end in sight. Liverpool's Egyptian king is heading into the final 12 months of his deal, but as he's already confirmed, Mohamed Salah will see out next season at least at Anfield. Unlike Salah, Sadio Mane's refused to commit his future to the Reds as he too heads into the final year of his contract. Bayern Munich have been attributed with heavy interest. The Reds will only sell if their valuation's met. The final member of the traditional front three, like both Salah and Mane, is also in a contract dilemma, but being a Jurgen Klopp favourite, Roberto Firmino looks likely to stay, even if it sees him leave on a free in 2023. 21 goals in all competitions, continuing to improve on his goal return next season could see the breakthrough to regular first-teamer Diogo Jota stays. Signing of the season, despite only joining on deadline day in January, Luis Diaz is perhaps the poster boy for Jurgen Klopp's second Liverpool incarnation. Barcelona, Madrid, the countless Merseyside derby contributions, a man of magical moments, but Divock Origi will move on this summer, a Liverpool legend. Bit part player through his time at Liverpool so far, Takumi Minamino's proven capable of telling contributions. He could fill the Origi void, but if a suitable offer comes in, a permanent move away could also be on the cards. Well, those are the choices we've made here on Blood Red as to whether Liverpool will keep or sell the members of current first-team squad. Jurgen Klopp and Julian Ward with plenty to get through this summer. Why not leave your thoughts